Bam! Right there. How's it going, guys? Token Vaping. So today's juice review is on another flavor on a new line from a well-established company that everybody should have seen, known, heard of, have probably tried, seen in a shop, things like that. They are not new to the vaping game at all. Have one of the coolest logos that I've seen. I'm a fan of the logo in general. But the company is Ethos Vapor. Vapors. Ethos. Some people say it either way. I pronounce it Ethos Vapor. Their original line consisted of three gods: Athena, Zeus, and Hera, and they branched off and they've come out with a crispy treats line. And this is the flavor profile lineup of the four. Now, if you've seen my video, I've already done one on the original. The one I'm doing today is the green apple. Now, I don't normally think of green apple as a flavor option for a marshmallow treat, so this will actually be really different and something unique that I've never tried. But this is the box it comes in. It is a 60 ml bottle in a 3-nic. It is offered in a 0, 3, and a 6. It has the logo on the one side, crispy treats on the other, nicotine level, barcode, and then it just does a quick little warning ingredient labeling on the back and a quick blurb about Ethos Vapor. The bottle itself is a 60 ml bottle, and I do apologize for the glare, but it is fully body sealed. So this is a first vape, first review. We will be busting this open for the first time. It does say limited edition. It does have the nicotine, the flavor profile, the crispy treats name, and then warning ingredient labeling on that side. No, I apologize. That's the blurb about the company on that side. There's the warning and ingredient labeling, and then there's the quick little, there's the logo, and then there's a quick picture of the flavor profile. It's the marshmallow treat with slices of green apple on top. Now, as you can tell, there is a white safety cap on this, but fear not, Ethos Vapor actually does provide a nozzle dripper with that. Now, for some people, depending on the tank or dripper size that you're using, this may seem a little bigger than what you're comfortable using. You can use your own unicorn bottle. It's just a cap. But the fact that they do include this with it just to be nice and say, hey, thanks for purchasing our product, that's really cool. Plus you get a sticker in the color scheme of the flavor. So that's that. Now, Ethos Vapor, if you go to ethosvapors.com, that is the main website. It gives you a listing of the flavors that they have, of the two lines, gives you a little quick backstory on the company. It actually goes an extra step further, which is really cool, and there's one, it's called Vape 101. It kind of breaks down the setup of vaping, the initial just a general tutorial of how to get yourself started going with your vape device. Now, it goes on a specific, like a simple starter kit, but it gives you the basic idea of what you should be doing, what you should be looking for, things like that, which is cool just in general. Not many websites offer that, but it's cool that they go to that extent on there. They also have the contact point for them. If you're interested in joining their street team, they have the link for that. They also have a store locator. Now, they don't retail directly off the website. They go through different shops. So shout out to one of the sites that does offer this line is Element Vape. elementvape.com. You can check them out for there, and plus a plethora of other vaping devices. Actually, I purchase a lot of my stuff from Element Vape myself, so I'm a big fan of that site anyway. So, but they do offer this size. It is a 60 mil. It is offered in a 0, 3, and a 6. Again, like most companies nowadays, it's not so much about how much nicotine you can cram into a juice flavor. It's about the enjoyment of the flavor, the quality of the flavor, the consistency of the vape itself nowadays, which is becoming more and more important. So this is a 75-25, so the clouds on this should be pretty dense as it is. But we're going to go ahead and bust this open. And like I said, it is a first vape, so there is the new cotton that I just put on there, and my cotton of choice, as always, is Texas Tough Cotton. Just works really well for me, and I just like the way that it holds up. And the main selling point of it for me is it has almost no break-in time. So you're pretty much vaping flavor right off the bat, so it's impressive for me in that sense. But if you're interested in trying it, if you haven't tried it yet yourself, I will put the link in the comment box below for that. So as soon as I figure out how to unwrap this because I have problems with plastic wraps. We will go ahead and I will attempt to vape this, but as you can tell, there we go. As I get that off of there, well, as least you can tell that it is safety sealed, so that definitely is a bonus in that sense there. So we're going to go ahead and bust this open, and we'll see. I'm really curious about this flavor just because, like I said, when somebody says marshmallow treats, first flavor I think of is not green apple. You just generally go for the norm flavors that everybody kind of expects. But let's go ahead and pop this open. It definitely has the tartness of a green apple, but it doesn't have, it's not super empowering on your nostrils. Like, it's not to where it's going to overwhelm you right off the bat, which is kind of nice. It's never, in my opinion, it's never a good thing when a flavor is that strong that as soon as you open it, it just slams you in the face. Some people like that, and they're entitled to that. Everybody has a different palate, taste sensitivity, preference, things like that. I prefer the aroma to be a bit more subtle, so that if it is a strong flavored vape, it's kind of more of a surprise. But again, that's just me. So with the included nozzle tip, I'm just going to go ahead and drip some juice on here. Now, as I can already tell, the bottle is a bit thicker plastic, so it does require a bit of a squeeze to that. I'm unfortunately been kind of spoiled and more used to unicorn bottles and the Chubby Gorilla bottles that are a lot easier to work with. But again, it is a safety cap, so I mean you can just pour it into a unicorn bottle if you so choose. And because of that, I kind of over squirt a little bit, so just wipe that off here. And the more that I'm working with this now, the more I can smell the green apple. So I'm hoping, at least for my personal preference, I'm hoping that it's not a really tart or like a sour green apple type blast of flavor. I'm hoping that there is a little bit of subtleness to this. Just want to make sure that I got enough juice on the coils themselves. Do a quick pre-burn. Get that going there. Go ahead and get the drops on here. Yes, do not worry about whether or not this bottle is going to hold up. It's definitely one of the denser styles. So as you can see, I'm vaping at 75 watts. So this is the green apple from the Crispy Treats line of Ethos Vapor. So as you can see, the 75-25, those clouds are definitely dense and kicking. Okay, so I got a pretty good flavor shot out of that. I'm going to go ahead and do a couple more drops, which I've started doing more recently, just to ensure that, because it is a first vape, I want to make sure that I'm not missing anything on the flavor profile, especially when you first juice up dry cotton. The flavor tends to not be as full solid as it is once it gets worked into the cotton. So I do this just to see if the flavor pops out a little bit more, or if there's something, you know, that I may have missed on the first vape itself. Okay. So I got a pretty good feel for the flavor, and I will say that I am pleasantly surprised. The green apple flavor is not really punchy, and it's not like you're biting into, you know, a fresh green apple. It's subtle enough that it's smoothed out, and that's a lot of that has to do with the marshmallow treat aspect of this, because that's going to have a more smoother, creamier style taste to it. So this basically is more of a smoothed out creamier green apple flavor, but it still has more of a real green apple flavor. Than it doesn't taste super artificial. It doesn't taste like a candy specifically. It's just a more subtle version of green apple, but you definitely do taste it. But then it smooths out, and then you get, and because of the heat from the vape, you get that warm, creamier flavor that you would from a marshmallow treat, especially if you just made them and they come out of the oven. So if it's definitely a nice little twist on. Just like a bit of a sweet tooth, if you're looking for something that has a slight bit of sweetness to it, but not super heavy. But it's definitely interesting, but it's in a good way. So if you like green apple, you like marshmallow treats. If you have a sweet tooth, but you don't like anything that's super sugary tasting or candy tasting, definitely check this out. It definitely will surprise you. So that's the green apple flavor from the Ethos Crispy Treats treats line. Definitely check them out. Like I said, the main website is ethosvapors.com. They do supply a bunch of different vaping websites and stores directly, so you can definitely check them out. Pretty much a local shop on various websites that do sell vaping supplies. Element Vape was the one that I looked it up on. Definitely check them out as well. I'll put that link in the box along with Ethos Vapor. They're on Instagram, they're on Facebook, they're on Twitter, they're on LinkedIn. I mean, they're all over the place. Their social media is phenomenal. So definitely check them out. As always, guys, I'm Token Vaping. I'm here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Pinterest. Anything that I myself can do to help further enhance your vaping experience and make it more enjoyable for you is the only reason why I do this. So definitely let me know. Reach out to me, email, direct message. Let me know if there's anything that I can do or if there's a particular video that you're looking for. I will do everything in my power to make that happen. Until next time, always remember, morning, noon, night, doesn't matter. Always truly love yourself. Vape on, vape strong. Have a good one, guys.